Hi Gemini, a very warm welcome. For those of you who are new, hello. If you don't know, I hold live sessions at Yildiz readings connected to the twin flame path as well as astrology, and during those sessions you can ask free questions. So like, share, subscribe, and hopefully feel welcome with the tribe. Now again, if you are wanting to make a booking, the link is directly below. And for those of you that don't know, I'm a psychic medium as well as a twin flame. Now, I have pulled the cards ahead of time and I've tuned into the energy. Let me pick a crystal that I feel is energetically in alignment for you guys. Okay, I'm picking there's a lot of heart chakra and there's a lot of clearing. So we've got amethyst coming through for you guys. There is an energy of something, in a sense, some of you on the path in your soulmate twin flame path are feeling as though an ending needs to come in some shape or form. This can be because you're in a karmic relationship yourself, or you're tying out those karmic frequencies. Now, that was really coming through quite heavily last month. Really, probably from March onwards, it amped up again. Now, with the moon frequency in March moving through till April, there was the 0-degree point for the full moon in Libra, which is an aspect theoretically of a manifestation. When you look at the 29-degree mark, it's the ending of a cycle, being a full moon, the ending out of that cycle. Now, considering it's connected to the romance sector, you know, Venus, our passion, our love, what we're investing in, so to speak. A lot of that energy, if not dealt with, can seep over to the following month. Now, there is a potential for some of you that were on the fence that had been tuning into your high vibration soulmate twin flame, or where you wanted to get to with that being a high vibration connection. Some of you might have been in a connection and unhappy. Others of you, you're dealing with the residue of a past tense frequency, and that's the energy that's coming through. Now, the first card that's crowning your reading is nonsense. It's time to talk sense. You've got it in reverse. You know, if you're feeling triggered and you're dealing with things, if you haven't dealt with the karmic frequency, it's going to come up. You know, and this can be on either Gemini side or the counterpart side, because the energies can swap, and it's coming through in your reading with your counterpart's energy. Now, I do feel there's a lot of heart chakra clearing and a lot of detoxification of toxic energies around you guys. So in general, I do feel that you've been afraid, perhaps potentially in the past, to communicate truth due to the fact there was a consequence. And because you were unsure and lacked in information, you were unsure how to proceed forward. I'm seeing fatigue as well, and I'm seeing healing a painful heart of being open due to the fact that there was a lot of things going on around you that needed to be cleared up, which has really, really fatigued you guys. You've got uncertainty. There's a lot of cogs in the wheel, and this card did come up previously. Again, a marriage could be in question. This could be a karmic connection previous, and this is what I'm sensing. I'm not sensing the direct correlation between the soulmate twin flame energy. I'm more correlating past tense frequencies of what binds us. You weren't looking at the romance because it no longer, and a psychic says it this way. There was a psychic that explained a term. And she said, energetically, I'm feeling the person has checked out. And it was a very good way to actually place it, because this is the energy that I'm feeling coming through on yours or counterpart side. An old frequency that went, that hadn't been resolved, that needed detoxifying, that had no love in it, needed to be purged. Movement is coming, okay? Even though you're uncertain and you don't know what's going to happen with the family, with the karmic, with the connection, movement is happening because action is needed and the foundation is not firm. Now, a karmic frequency physically can be connected to a home environment. It can be an employment-related dynamic. I'm feeling it's the satisfaction. And I'm hearing that song, I can't get no satisfaction. And it's whatever each side was energetically dealing with was dissatisfying. So the detoxification of that it was one-sided, I'm hearing, but I'm not feeling this is correlating with the soulmate twin flame. This is past tense frequency, and that's why you experience that vibration, because the past tense frequency was not purged. Try to disconnect from the feeling that all must have a price. The price that you paid perhaps could be old dreams are unfulfilled, but new dreams will be realized. Also, Gemini, due to the pain of what you experience, by healing it and detoxifying, I'm feeling as though, and there's green coming up on the card, again, I'm correlating it with heart chakra, and even the lower cards are coming up this way in your read. The clearing of the heart chakra and being open to it and understanding that we all manifest at higher and lower frequency, we're human beings. That person should be the condiment in your life, not the overbearing energy and power. And it might have been quite an overbearing energy. I'm seeing her holding a salt shaker. And I've always kind of explained, when we come into duality in ourselves and we come home to ourselves, that person complements us. That person does not define us, they complement us. But we are energetically tapped into them. I'm seeing also a bird totem that may come up for you this month, in the month of May. Yes, I get a lot of downloads sometimes, so it gets quite busy when they're giving me information. I'm also hearing be careful, because you could get a bit unwell, but this is more run down. It could be affecting your health. And I'm also seeing an aspect of immunisation. I heard the song Ring a Ring a Rosie, and I don't know how that correlates, but the term was made. It may feel that everything's falling down around you, but it needs to fall down to be rebuilt. The change is effectively going to happen overnight. You're not desiring this, but, you know, going back into that experience is what's crowning you right now, and really having to look at it, you know, you're feeling that you can't have your hopes and dreams. And again, you know, I get downloads differently, and, you know, how do I put it? The way my gift works, it comes in unique fashions. It can be numbers, animals, visions. Looking at the card this way is like the hangman position, and it's desire in reverse. What you don't want, sometimes we do attract, and it's so that we can actually own our power. And I do feel that what you're leaving behind, it's making you feel very vulnerable, but it wasn't what you wanted anyway. And that can just be a memory as such. It doesn't have to be a person, but physically for some of you, it is a person very separate to this spiritual connection you're inquiring about. The change is coming overnight, so it will feel very, very messy. Some of you might literally get up and shift your area. I'm seeing a bag being packed, and I'm seeing walking away from a toxic situation. So it can be mentally, physically, 3D, 5D, whatever that be, but it's detachment of that. Look at the turmoil behind the girl. It's lighten up. The crow is symbolism of death and ending of a cycle and moving away from it, but still hearing the vibration, but walking from it and knowing that better days are coming. Now, it might make you feel unbalanced, and you're going to be going before the foundation's balanced. I'm just going to say it. It's because it's vibrationally, when we get the download that something is out of alignment. Sometimes we can leave it till it's too late, and the Libran moon was very much at that point. You know, it's like the 0 degree point ended, but the cycling out of that did take the transition following over to the end of potentially last month. With that, if we didn't clean it up, when you reach around the 29 degree point in astrology, it's like it looks messy. So we didn't follow our intuition with the downloads and the foresight, and potentially then how the cards fall is the cleanup effect of what we need to, and some things can't be fixed. It's like looking at it and going, I tried my very best, and I was holding on well above the time frame of knowing that it had well and truly expired. I've done my very best, and it is what it is now. And that's really what's coming through for you guys. Again, I'll mention the energies can swap. This is the spiritual twin flame connection and the energy that is going on between you at the moment. Your counterpart might not even know who you are. they also are having to get to know themselves as well. Things have changed. And again, I'm also feeling very masculine frequency. No, I'm feeling feminine, actually. It's a higher feminine frequency, regardless of the sex of the person. When I deem it as feminine frequency, it's the emotions coming through. So it's the feminine. It's where you're actually sensing the vibration. You're actually tuning into it. You're allowing yourself to feel an expression. With the 1-1, it is correlating to the feminine aspect, but it's feelings, expressions, mood, and balance, and getting that balance on the feminine side of you, regardless of what sex you are. So getting in touch with your emotions and actually making peace with them, and not being critical towards yourself that you don't know who you are and you don't know what you're made of. 9 times out of 10 we don't until we have to deal with the task. Shine bright like a diamond. You know, get to a point where you actually grasp you will have the ability. Universe will give you everything you need in order to move this situation forward. Not knowing who you are is stemming from childhood wounds and conditioning, but also a need to play and have more fun. When you get in touch, it could be, again, you're dealing with children and you're trying to be playful with it. There is a transformation in that, and there's a releasing of it. Okay, but you do need to get the playful energy back. There is a lot of love coming towards you, counterpart. There is love around you. Hold love in your heart and just be yourself. That's what I'm being shown. It's like, be yourself. You are enough. It is coming towards you. You feel you're the only sane one in the situation. I mean, there could be a lot of crazy people around you at the moment with this card in reverse. It's like... we are all mad here. Everyone is a little different. More than likely, you aren't connecting the dots with that. It's like we are always changing. Therefore, getting to know ourselves is a natural phase. We have a different hat for every day of the week, every given scenario. So we have many facets of ourselves. We have the work domain, we have the family domain, we have the parent domain, the lover domain. There's lots of ways we are, and it doesn't yet completely define us, because as we evolve, we're changing. So trying to hold on so rigidly to that paradigm actually prevents you from growing, and sometimes it can make you feel very vulnerable and scared. Your counterpart's going through a similar transition. You're not crazy, okay? You might be thinking it, you're not. It's part of the process. Change is happening. You may feel you're only the same one. You could be going on a hunch right now and thinking, am I stupid to be going on a hunch? No, you're not. Developing a gut instinct is a very heightened sense. Once we disconnect from that and we disrespect it, and then we realize we should have listened to our gut, that's when we form a better relationship with our gut instincts. The weatherman could say to you, it's going to rain tomorrow, and you go outside, the old farmer's tale, pink sky at night, shepherd's delight, pink sky morning, shepherd's warning. You see his pink sky, then you use your senses, and you're like, not yet. Follow your instincts. Or they say it's not raining and you wake up and it's a pink sky and it's looking fairly scattered, your sinuses are going off the Richter scale, yeah, it's going to rain. There's a lesson in the scenario of what both of you are transitioning through. It's not empty victory. That's what I'm being shown. There is salvation in the heart, okay? You're going through a change, and there's this person's waiting for you. They're waiting for you to grab the courage. And again, it can be energetically, the energy can shift. One of you is going through a burning off of karmic frequency. Now, when your Kundalini heats up, you do tend to feel heat in the spine. And it can come in different ways. It can come in different locations in your body. It can merely be tingling feelings. It can be sensation of heat, cold, owning your truth, clearing the chakras all the way up. But, at times when it's burning, you can go through a throat chakra activation where it's blocked and it's coming out like sputum. You'll have probably 2 weeks before to a month before, you'll have an upgrade where you're spiritually purging and getting tired, and then you have the burn off effect because you've purged a way of being, you've upgraded your chakra system, and you're moving into that ascended being. Both of you are energetically shifting in this format, and there is going to be a celebration, and it can be with something transforming in a masculine's frequency and something they're wanting to bring to you, again with the moon and the sun energy. And it's a statement. It almost looks like an apostrophe inside the seed. And again, it is correlating with family. It might be they say, hey, I will be here for you. I understand what you're going through. It could be the feminine saying this. Regardless, the energy that's coming through is there's a maturing and there's a balancing of the feminine and the masculine. Change is there, evolution. All things do change. As I was mentioning, the frequency of who you both are, that you change that times we go, oh my God, I don't know what I'm doing. Why am I following my gut? Who the heck am I? This is all very normal. Lost love's coming up. So this person's returning. If you're not with them currently, it's returning. The love inside you is what needs to return, and then it directly attracts twin. By not looking at this is what will block it. You might feel that, you know, we do get to a stage where we say to ourselves, have we purged enough? Have we learned enough? Or is there something I'm not doing right? No, but by releasing, sometimes what does tend to happen is you've done the purging and you've moved. Then you come to a place where you think, where are they then? Where are they is then the next stage, which is detachment. Detachment. Where you're like, I'm good, I'm good, I'm good. That can be a song that you need to look at as well. Got to think of the lyric. I'm good, I'm good, I'm great. I think it's Chris Brown. It might be somebody else. Google it. There is heart activations going on here though, you know, and there's a sadness, but it's gone. The past is gone. The future is here to be had. One is opening up with open arms, arms wide open. Another song. Jeez Louise, this is driving me crazy. The last 2 months, it's like song downloads. It's weird. The statement comes in and the song blurs out. I'm waiting if there's another download of another term coming through in that song. They're going to reveal everything. Everything is going to be revealed between the two of you. Both of you need to open your hearts, and that's the revealing, okay? The great reveal. Zen garden, inner sanctuary. Find peace within the heart. Stop thinking that this is wrong. This can't be had. Understand that you are beautiful and unique, the both of you, in your own right, and you can have this. Yes, people have hurt you in the past. Don't be tempted to fool yourself when it comes to this connection. Let go of attachments, which is what I mentioned previously. It's like, okay, well, where are they then? Generally, it comes to that place for a particular individual, the masculine or the feminine, and we can deem it as the awakened one. Both are awakening, but they're doing it in a different way. The feminine potentially can get into a slower frequency as you move forward to allow the masculine to catch up, if you want to deem it as that, to let them do their side of the work. When that happens, you may get super frustrated during this transition because you think, hey, I'm in alignment, so therefore if we attract the same thing, why isn't here? Because you are at that frequency and they're working on that frequency. And their load of what they're carrying can be very heavy, of a sense of guilt, opening up, being vulnerable, and then both of you experience that dynamic. So this is opening up, but the attachment to time, why haven't they turned up? That's detaching. That's the true detachment. And 9 times out of 10 during that process in the journey, you very much do not feel their energy. If you're working within this connection already, detach from what's going on. Detach from the frequency of feeling that something's not changing, something's not evolving, the pieces of the puzzle isn't coming together. It is, but both of you are changing and healing. Love and light, and I'll see you during the month.